Paganati. Is it being located Paganati? Paganati and also Joseph Pastosi versus Kelvin Fikoti on table number 3. Kelvin Fikoti versus Joseph Pastosi on table number 3.
This is my count. I'm going to do it soft. 1, 2.
All right, welcome back to the last segment of today. This is day one of the second edition of the Patriots Pool Tournament, the 2025 edition. The first edition was last year, 16 players, all were Zimbabweans. This time we have 32 players from a number of countries around Africa. That would be Zimbabwe, South Africa, Zambia, Tanzania, Malawi, Uganda, and Eswatini. We're currently watching Seif from Tanzania versus Ceazer, Chandigar from Uganda. This is a last 8, in other words, quarter-final matchup between these two players who both still have both their lives intact. Well, Live 2 hasn't started actually. We've just been going through Live 1 through today. This is now the last 8, the quarterfinals. It's been an exciting day so far. Lots of exciting shots, lots of tears, lots of celebration, etc., etc. Otherwise, the organization and everything from the players, the spectators, the organization has been on point. Entertainment value right up there. Good shot from Ceazer. How's that for good cue ball management? Well done there. Nicely positioned for a center part there. Nicely done. Our last 8 players would be these two, of course, Ceazer Chandigar versus Seif. On another table, we have Jerry Naiti from South Africa versus Paganati Jimu from Zimbabwe. On another table, we have Kasozi Joseph from Uganda versus Kelvin Fikoti from Zambia. And waiting on the sidelines is Royd. He's waiting for Royd from Zambia, waiting for the winner between Ibra Sejemba and Ian Kazabwe. That's the last 16 match, which is still to reach a conclusion. Several players have bowed out of Live 1, but they still have another chance as it is a double live tournament. So each player has 2 turns and gets to play twice before they're eventually knocked out totally out of the whole tournament. This is a tournament in celebration of the birthday of our Prophet Emmanuel Mukandiwa. Happy birthday to him. An awesome celebration. He's watching the action live here and definitely enjoying it. Hopefully you are all enjoying it too from wherever you're watching it from. Good defense there from Seif. Ceazer is snookered. He's very good at his angles, escaping snookers. Potting, though, on the other hand, is a lot more difficult. He's most likely to get it. Oh, he almost did. He actually wanted to snooker right back there. Free shot and a visit for Seif, who's likely to clear after that foul. It's an awesome tournament where players are getting to enter free of charge. 5-star accommodation provided, awesome meals as well. Players all well catered for, registration free, but they all stand to win. Oh, that was a mess up of a shot there. Seif played that a little too hard. He wanted to play that red ball dead. Ceazer's red ball dead there by the pocket. Well, instead he took it all the way to the pocket. He wanted to leave it somewhere along the top rail there. Further, much further from the pocket. But anyway, maybe he can recover. Let's see how it goes. At the end of the tournament, at the end of tomorrow, our first prize winner will walk away with $6,000. In second place, the winner will walk away with $4,000. Our third place finisher has a total pot of $2,000 that they get to go home with. Fourth place, $1,000. Then those that finish in positions 5 to 8 will each walk away with $500. That's a total prize pot of $15,000, and they get to enter for free and show off their skills. Africa's finest talents all gathered here. Good shot from Ceazer there, getting his red. It's tricky now for Seif. I think he's going to try and snooker again, but it's really crunch time. All tried, but it's easy enough for Ceazer from that angle for him to get his red. Potting it though might not be so easy, but it's easy enough for him to tap it at least. To tap that red slightly, and that he does. Interesting game, tricky game. Seif, one of the finest Tanzanian players. He's a one-man band from Tanzania here. This is Ceazer Chandigar, one of the finest players that Uganda has ever produced. And he snookers again. He's made the angle difficult enough for Ceazer. I like the way these players snooker. They don't just snooker for the sake of snookering. They also make the angle a little difficult for the player. And that was so close. Almost doesn't count. He almost got it. Free shot and a visit for Seif. And this is the second frame with Ceazer leading 1-0. Good attacking there from Seif. I think is likely to clear this one. He's a very good potter. Very talented, very skilled, very dedicated, and looks very composed. It's a race to 9, remember? Just like all other matches in this tournament. A race to 9 throughout, or best of 17. And none of the matches are timed. They end when they end. Only the shots are timed. So each player has 60 seconds within which to execute a shot. Down to the one last ball remaining, one last yellow before the black. Oh wow, lovely. Should be easy enough for him now to center. Ooh, that was close. He almost sent both the black and cue ball packing at the same time. Anyway, well done to him. 1-1 it is. Who will be the winner of this match? Will it be Seif? Will it be Ceazer? Care to share some of your predictions there in the comment section? Who do you think will win? Will it be Ceazer or will it be a Seif? Our referee Matthew there, just racking the balls, preparing for frame number 3. It's alternate breaking. And after Seif won the toss, the lag, at the beginning of the match, he opted to break first. So he'll be breaking at all odd-numbered frames, while Ceazer breaks at every even-numbered frame. Frame number 3. Good break there. Breaks and pots, 2 balls. Now he maps away. For some of us amateurs and some average players, we normally just tend to look for which ball is easiest to pot to close table, maybe one other shot as well. But for these players, they tend to map out all their shots all the way to the black. They plan it out right now. That's why they take a lot of time after the break, planning, mapping out the table, and they see their pattern and they are ready to execute. Ooh, that was a shot and a half. He made the pot of the yellow while opening up the pot for one of the yellow to the top left corner pocket there. Kicking the red slightly out of the way there. Well done. What a miss there. Good shooting there from Seif. 3 yellows to go. Not too difficult. I'm sure they're all gunning for the center pocket. Top center pocket, then bottom center pocket, then back to the top center pocket possibly. Before the black. Good drawback there. Good positioning for the last yellow before the black. I think it's safe to say it'll be 2-1 in a moment in favor of Seif. Well done there. 2-1 it is. I have a feeling, little feeling, it'll be blow for blow for the most part. They will both give each other a good run for the money because they're both very good players. Very good players they are. I see Love Mochibika asking there in the comment section, you're asking, is Maluva still in? Or, well, Maluva lost in the first round of First Life earlier today. He lost to Joseph Kasozi. That's a Ugandan player, Joseph Kasozi. So he's lost his first life, but he still has his second life intact. All 32 players still have their second lives intact. Second life will be played tomorrow. So our first life only sees 8 players remain, while the second life is yet to commence. Good break there. Very nice opening of the walls. I like Ceazer's break in this particular instance. Interesting break though. I like how I noticed rather, he aims for the second ball. Most players go for the front ball when they break. He aims for the second ball. So I've come to notice with every single break of his. Now after the break in pot, he's mapping away. And I'd like to predict here, I think... Okay, after the miss, never mind my prediction. Because my prediction was going to be so off. No, what a miss from Ceazer. And now Seif is in it. To win it? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Tinashe Chabunduka is asking, do we still have Zimbabweans in the tournament? Yes, we do. All 14 Zimbabweans who registered for this tournament are still in. Most of them just still have, all Zimbabweans still have the second life intact. Like I said, all players still have the second life. But in terms of life one, I think we only have one Zimbabwean, and that would be Pakana Tijimo, aka Sir of Sirs. Seif shooting away there, and command of the red class of balls. Michael Mack says, wow, wow, wow. This is actually lovely. I know, right? I agree with you. Lovely it is. Lovely organization. Lovely play. Lovely shots. Lovely fans. Lovely venue. Lovely everything right round. I'm totally loving it. Frame number 4. No, Victor James, you're asking if there are any Nigerians in this tournament. No, there's nobody from West Africa here. The furthest players, in terms of distance traveled, would be the ones from Uganda. That would be Ceazer, Ibra, Ian, Hazard, and Kasazi Joseph, alongside a media personnel, Peter Chobe. Good stuff there from Seif. Although he has to perfect this next shot. In terms of his cue ball management, it's not so easy for the average player, but not so hard for a player of his caliber in terms of managing his cue ball. Yeah, it wasn't easy, to be fair. It was really tricky. If he had played soft, he'd not have made position for the next shot, unfortunately. And now he's missed that. Chance back to Ceazer. Ceazer choking away and thinking. I heard some fans there saying he should have played soft. Soft wasn't going to cut it there. Wasn't going to do. Position, position, position. Position means everything. Scott King Jimmy, you're asking what the score is. It is 2-1 currently. 2-1 in favor of Seif. Mfundo Scott is asking who's my favorite between Ceazer and Seif. None, actually, none of them. I'm basically a fan of the game, basically. I support the game. I support Paul. At the end of the day, let Paul be the winner. As long as I'm entertained, and I am. Unfortunately, there for Ceazer, he scratches. Free shot and a visit for Seif. Yes, Pauline Christus, you're asking if you have anyone from Zambia. We have a couple of players from Zambia. That's Royd Kabwe Moses Morphia, Victor Singh is aka Buffalo, and Kelvin Kandu aka Fikoti. We also have one player from Malawi. That's Stanford Griven Jinte. We have one player from Eswatini. That's Nkotsinati Sihlongonyane aka Bubisi. We have a couple of players from South Africa. That's Leroy Jeremiah, aka Kandaganda. We have Aiden Joseph, Tami Jabavu, Harry Martin, and Pila Mazambani. We also have a couple of players from Uganda. I highlighted and mentioned them already. That's Ceazer, Ian, Ibra, Kasazi Joseph, and Hazard. Yes, so those are our foreign players. And then 14 Zimbabwean players as well. That makes 32 in total. And this would be the second edition of the Patriarchs Pool Tournament in celebration of his birthday. Last year we only had Zimbabweans taking part. This year they decided to go bigger and better, with the finest players in Africa all gathered here. What a spectacle. What a marvel to watch. May the best man win. I see Stephen Mumba is asking, is this the last game for Ceazer? Well, it is the last match for... Oh, careful not to scratch there. That was close. I worried for him a little. I was saying it is the last match. Well, all the tables that have matches taking place have those as their last matches of the day. And then we continue tomorrow. These are the quarterfinal matches for Life 1. So... the tournament will break in about an hour for the day, call it a day, and then we resume tomorrow. Lots more action to come tomorrow. Maybe develop that yellow. Yes, he did that pretty well. The two yellows, though, close to center are still looking a little tricky. He's looking at those. I'm sure trying to figure out how he's going to handle that. Okay, decided to go a little slower, take it slow. I think he's banking on that red on the bottom right corner pocket. The fact that it's blocked off. Its path into the pocket is blocked off by the yellow there. And Seif planning for a skill shot. That skill shot is not so easy, especially for average players, looking at how those two balls are sitting. But what will he do? What will he do? Oh, intention noted. Intention noted. He's partially snookered. We can still see the red, but he's in a difficult position right now. Especially also since he's partially snookered himself. The hope for a skill shot here really diminishes. Maybe a bank shot to the bottom right of your screen, the opposite corner pocket. Oh, but it's very difficult though. If he manages it, that'll be a feet and a half. He didn't execute that well enough. And chance back to Ceazer, who I'm pretty sure is set to clear now. Maybe center first, then combine those two yellows to the corner pocket and run this. You see many fans of the crowd kind of winced there as Ceazer missed that black. He smiles at himself, probably in disappointment as well, alongside his fans who are disappointed in him for having failed to make that pot. It happens to the best of us, not to the best of them in this case. One good long range pot for Seif. There's a good chance of potting this ball. He's a very good potter. A very good chance of potting this. And in it is. Well done there. Ceazer claps, acknowledging the good shot by his opponent. And the black is down. The crowd claps. Very pleased and amused. It's 3-1 now in favor of Seif. These two, I think, are very good competition for each other. Frame number 5, Seif breaks and pots. I don't quite like the position of the cue ball though after that break, but Seif is a very good potter. He might just take off with a good pot there. He's thinking hard, mapping it all out, looking to execute that killer finish. Victor James, I see you asking, is a jump shot allowed? No, not in black ball. In other variations of pool, yes, you may find jump shots allowed. For example, in hay ball, but not in black ball. A jump shot is not a legal shot. It'll be a foul if you do. Chance to Ceazer here. Yellows it is for Ceazer. And just 4 yellows to go. The most difficult yellow would be the one closest to black. I think it really has just one realistic pocket that it can make its way to. That's the center pocket, the one center pocket at the bottom of your screen right now. I think he was actually trying to make position for that yellow. Unless he manages to open up a pathway for it, for an alternative pocket, then he has to try again to try and make position for that one and try and open up a path. Oh, now he can play position well enough, potting that yellow to corner pocket and maybe make position for center. Let's see. Well done. Good enough. And that's a wrap as far as this frame is concerned. 3-2 it is now. Ceazer trying to close up that gap, trying to catch up, which is very capable of doing. Seif hoping to cruise on, which is also capable of doing as well. It's really any man's game, I think. The crowd is definitely enjoying this. Hope you are also enjoying it. Thank you for all the comments and all the compliments in terms of organization. On behalf of the organizers, thank you. All in celebration of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa's birthday. Thank you all for your delightful company. What a break. I'm not too sure I'm pleased about that. Not too pleased with that break. Owing to the position of the cue ball. Just makes things a little trickier. Limiting options. Just making it all a little more complicated. But these guys are good potters. If he chooses to make a part here, I'm sure he'll do it with confidence. Maybe a combination shot there to center. It's still open table because he did pot yellow and red. But now he's in a much better position for a pot in either red or a yellow. I think reds are looking a little better. A little bit better. High five to you, Tembiso Matzebula. Hope you're enjoying. High five to Nai Cleopas. Hope you guys are all enjoying the show, just like I am. I'm enjoying and learning. Kosilati can say high five, Kudankomo. See any blessing? He says, say Ceazer's to win still, okay? Ceazer can be Ceazer sometimes. Engaging a handbrake after you take quite an early lead. Seif is equally capable of doing the same, holding his own. Did he legalize? Okay, yeah, I think he did. Couldn't quite tell from where I stand. But chance back to Seif. Far from ideal, that was. Very far from ideal. Down to the last red he is. I think now he's set to equalize. It'll be very difficult for him to miss that black. He's good with his pots. It's not difficult at all, and it's down. Such confidence. And he's leveled up. 3-3 it is in a race to 9. In other words, a race to 6 from here on out. It's exciting. It's lit. It's happening. Meanwhile, another table. Maybe you can see it on the screens right now. It's 3-3. The encounter between Kelvin Gandu and Kasozi Joseph. Kelvin from Zambia and Kasozi from Uganda. That's another lit encounter. Very exciting and entertaining. Anyway, back to the action here. Ceazer versus Seif. It's frame number 7. Seif breaking. Will he break dry? Or will he break and pot? I have a feeling if he breaks and pots, he'll record a green apple. If he fails to make a pot, then Ceazer will record a red apple. I just have that little feeling. And it's a dry break. So maybe a reverse dish. A red apple from Ceazer. Let's see. For the benefit of those that are not too knowledgeable on how the game works per se, the few that were saying they don't quite understand the game but enjoying, a red apple basically is a reverse run where you basically clear the table with one visit without allowing the opponent back on the table. And if it's a green apple, it's a break and finish, where you break and finish without the opponent coming onto the table. And ooh, my prediction was wrong. No apple as far as this frame is concerned. Anyway, it is table closed. And Ceazer on the yellows. Esbon KC asking what the current scores are. It's 3-3 here. Seif versus Ceazer. Two sharpshooters, two star players, giving each other a good run for the money. What a mess up of that shot. They're supposed to stay clear of the other red. There. He was hoping to double that red to center, but a little collision happened on the way. I don't like the number of times these players are actually giving each other turns in this frame. It doesn't happen a lot. They don't usually give each other so many turns in one frame. Very good drawback there, making good position for that yellow. Although, I think that shot is a little too straight. It wasn't supposed to be a straight shot. I think ideally he should have left with a bit of a cut so that it's easier to make position for the last yellow. You can still try. Now it's a long range pot. If it had been a cut, it would have been much easier to draw the cue ball much closer to that yellow. One good long range pot and he should be home and dry. Taking his time, focuses, aims and fails to make a pot. Almost scratching as well in the process. Cue ball precariously positioned, even if it made the pot. Looking at the cue ball on the black, so it's still going to be another difficult shot for him on the black. I'm tempted, I don't know why I'm tempted to say these two players are not quite performing to the standard I know them, well, generally. Well done there. Looks like his intention was to snooker, and he snookered pretty well. Although I think if he had gone for it, he still was going to make quite a good job of it if he had attempted a clearance. Free shot and a visit there for Seif after Ceazer failed to get that yellow, and I'm sure now he can win this frame. Let's see. I see Danson asking if Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa is still present. Yes, he is. He's watching, or sitting in front of this particular game. He's watching this game between Seif and Ceazer. Obviously taking a peek at the other games every now and again, the other games. But at the moment he's focused on this particular one that you're watching. Seif continues to shoot away. 4 reds remain. And looks to take a lead once again. Ooh, that was horrible. He looks very disappointed in himself as well. His fans are too. It's visibly disappointed. Ceazer, on the other hand, quite pleased at the chance, which I think he will not mess up this time. Okay. I thought wrong. I said it a little earlier. I don't know why I feel these players are not playing up to the standard I know them to usually perform. They're not playing quite well at the moment. They're all so close. Almost scratched. I think now he'll manage to run this. They've both made enough mistakes. 2 reds to go now for Seif. Looking to make it 4-3. It's a race to 9, remember, or best of 17 frames. And this is the quarterfinal match and the first live. Dodge SMED asking where's Maluva. Maluva is somewhere in the crowd watching alongside the other fans. He lost his first life earlier today to Joseph Kasazi in the first round, so he has 1 life remaining basically. Our referee Matthew has just ragged those balls, and we prepare for frame number 8. Actually, it shouldn't be him breaking, I think. It shouldn't be Seif breaking. If I recall well, he won the leg, he won the toss. Opted to break first, so he breaks it all odd numbered frames, while Ceazer breaks it all even numbered frames. Okay, that's been corrected, yeah. Ceazer's breaking. Frame number 8. With a dry break. And the black goes down. The loud thud. Well done there, Seif. Another frame recorded. Another frame under his belt. Frame number 9 loading. Seif leads 5-3. 8 frames down out of a possible 17. If we get to see a decider, it's a race to 9 or best of 17. See Ceazer there, having asked for some sandpaper from his friend. Now just sharpening, so to speak, sharpening tip of his cue. Maybe he just didn't feel too good about the tip at the moment, sharpening his tools. And maybe preparing to engage a handbrake. Let's see. Will he manage to engage it? Maybe, maybe not. Still early days. Only 8 frames down. And only 2 frames separate the two. Seif needs 4 frames to run this, and Ceazer needs 6. What a shot. A very good combination shot there. Very well played. Ceazer acknowledges that as well, clapping for his opponent. Very good sportsmanship. Right there. I think now he can cut that red, the one closest to black. Not really cut, it's more of a straight shot actually. To the top corner pocket. No real problem balls really. Ooh, okay, I guess he didn't quite have full sight of that red, to be fair. He didn't have full sight of it. So he overcut that ball. Ceazer's back in business. Let's see, after fixing his cue stick, the tip, will he deliver a little better than he's been doing over the last couple of frames? Will he clear this one? I think he will. Maybe he will. You could go top right English cushion bounce. That's a right English spin there on the cue ball as he positions for his last shot. There we go. Well done. The black. Where can he take that to? That's what he's trying to assess at the moment. Will he send his cue ball right around the table? Most amateurs will get the cue ball to bounce. Okay, even he's doing that, so I guess it's the easiest option. To bounce all the way up on the top cushion and back for that same pocket. Sometimes it's easier to just play it simple, not complicate things, and what a miss. I suppose there wasn't quite enough of a gap there. Seif's the red was intimidating, was kind of in the way. Shakes his head, disappointed in himself. And now Seif is back in business. Ayo Bakwe Dumba is predicting this is going to be a tight one, an 8-9. Yeah, I think we very well see a decider. Ceazer's looking very disappointed in himself, visibly disappointed. One good long range pot there, that rail shot, and he should be home and dry. Great Mike here predicting Ceazer to win a 9-7. All right. You never know. Maibongwe Ndawe is predicting Ceazer will win 9-8. Okay. Tawanda Mudogo, you say well done to the organizers of the tournament. Yes, indeed. Just to echo your words, well done indeed to the organizers of the tournament. Lots and lots of exciting action happening here. Lots of good organization. Weeks and weeks have gone into planning this. Top-notch equipment here. Top-notch shots. And not a top shot. Just executed there. The cue ball is supposed to go right around the red to pot it easily into the same bottom corner pocket. He messed that up, but what will you do? Will he go cushion first with the cue ball to try and still pot that red in that same corner pocket? That may be his best bet. Using the cushion closer to where he's standing right now, on the opposite side. Go cushion first, then pot that red at this same bottom corner pocket. Looks like that's what he's going for. Really is the easiest pot at this point. It's the easiest, the most feasible option at this point. Ooh, manages to make contact with his ball, but did not manage a pot. It was difficult, to be fair. And now back to Ceazer. See the way Seif was looking at the tip of his cue, as if to imply maybe there was a problem with his tip. I don't know. Is he blaming his tip for that miss? And the black is down. That wasn't a difficult shot, to be fair. That's very easy for a person like a Ceazer. Ceazer would never miss such a shot. They find such shots very easy. They train such shots every day. He can pot such a ball even with his eyes closed. It's players like you and I who would find that difficult. I would find that difficult, but not Ceazer. Certainly not a Seif either, or any of the other 30 participants of this tournament. I have a friend of mine here who was just saying that was such a difficult shot. No, it wasn't. Not for players of this caliber. 5-4 it is in favor of Seif. It's a race to 9 and a quarterfinal match. Ceazer breaks some pots. He's scanning for the yellows there. Nice top spin, nicely positioned for the next set of balls. He could either go center first or that yellow along the rail. With a bit of a back spin to position his cue ball for the next shot. Bit of a drawback. Okay, wasn't a drawback, but it was a good enough position for the next shot. But what is position without a pot? It counts for nothing. He has blocked off the bottom corner pocket though, although I'm not sure how safe that would make him, as it should be easy enough to execute a skill shot there to open that corner pocket up. Let's see what Seif will do. All right, a bit of a tricky frame owing to the position of the cue ball there. Tricky takeoff for Ceazer. I think he's just going to manage his the position of the cue ball. Not very well executed. He looks disappointed as well. It's not difficult for Seif to take off there. Likely to center and maybe go for it. Go for the kill. Make a run for it. Unfortunately, he missed. I expected him to pot that ball. Is it the pressure, perhaps? I'm a little disappointed in the way these players are playing tonight. These two in particular. I know them to be better than this. They generally make less mistakes than they're making right now. Ceazer going defensive, trying to snooker. He's left one ball visible for Seif. The one red, which he can't really do much with. So it was a good shot. Pretty good shot by Ceazer. And the defensiveness continues. What a tactical frame. Both players being pretty cautious, mainly managing the position of the cue ball, making it a lot more difficult for the opponent. Equally giving each other a tough time and a good run for the money. More defensive play happening here. This is what we call slow and negative play in pool. It's negative play where they're just being defensive. No attacking happening at the minute. Is Seif about to change that? Well, he attempted. Intention noted. Though the execution was a little off. Ceazer attacking away, looking to equalize once again, looking to make it 5-5. Remember, it's a race line, a best of 17 frames. He messed up, well, kind of messed up the cue ball position there. It's still doable, but it's not what he intended. Cue ball position is not where he intended it to land. Well done, making the pot look so easy. Bit of a drawback. Then pot at the bottom right corner pocket, I think. And even I can pot this black now, so it's safe to say 5-5 it is now. Essentially, from here on out, it's a race to 4 between these two players. Who will be the player to make it into the last 4, into the semi-final of Life 1? Will it be Seif or Ceazer? It's any man's game. I predicted decider here. Maybe I just like deciders for selfish reasons, especially for such encounters when I'm enjoying it, enjoying the spectacle, enjoying watching, taking notes. All right, game is still on. 5-5 it is between Ceazer and Seif. A tactical frame happening here. I see somebody there in the comment section asking what happened there. Gabriel Masenda inquiring about the noise happening in the background. Yes, it's the next table, and another exciting match happening there between Jeremiah Naidu from South Africa versus Pakana Tijimu. That's Paka versus Jerry. And the current scoreline at the moment is a 7-4. Jerry is down 7-4 to Paka. Tactical frame happening here. These two players trying to be a little cautious. Taking their time, not in any hurry whatsoever. Mostly because of the little situation happening at the top right corner pocket with the yellow and the red. It should be a relatively easy skill shot for players of this caliber. Still going tactical, bit of defense mode there. Trying to close off the path of that red to the bottom right corner pocket, limiting Ceazer's options. All right, I think the intention there by Seif was just to kick Ceazer's ball out of the way. The pot in the other corner pocket though was possibly a fluke. But the intention really was just to position his yellow better in kicking Ceazer's ball out of the way. Ceazer snookered, needs to go cushion first. Will he get his red? Not very easy, but still achievable. I think this would be the slowest frame so far. With good reason, though. Good reason. Seif keeps trying to snooker Ceazer. He's hoping for that free shot and a visit, which he will use, most likely use to open up that the top right corner pocket. He's just hoping for that free shot and a visit. Ceazer trying to further defend on that pocket there. Just to make life a little harder for Seif, who may want to try snooker one more time. Oh, that was not a very good attempt. If he was trying to snooker, or maybe he was just trying to utilize his visit one way or the other, just with any legal shot of some kind. It's getting cushion first for that yellow. Easy enough to get from the cushion. A lot of slow and negative play happening here. The second frame, I've seen that happening between these two. Maybe Ceazer wanna defend further by that pocket there. Okay, this frame is gonna take a while. None is giving up their defensive position here. I think Ceazer was trying to snooker there. He was hoping to snooker maybe. I think it's about time the ref warns them that a little too much slow and negative play is happening. I think the rules say 5 shots each of slow and negative play. Yeah, the ref should give a warning. I think it's about time he does. Enough of some slow negative play. No one wants to attack here because of that corner pocket, the little situation there. With the red and the yellow at the top right corner pocket. Ceazer's also being very careful not to give him position there for a skill shot. Not to allow Seif good enough position for that. Wow, that was a well thought out frame. Shot. Although execution there fell a little short. The yellow by the black. Not very easy. And I think the frame has picked up tempo a little. It won't be as negative or slow anymore. He has to work his magic. He has to make something happen. Lovely. He managed to squeeze past that yellow. Potting is red. He really just has one option now, the red in the corner pocket. Shouldn't be difficult at all for him to make white position for the last red and then on to the black. And I think frame number 10 will finally come to a conclusion like more than 10 minutes later. And then they're probably going to be back to their normal attacking mode. And just like that, he's down to the black, which is an icon pot. And it's down. Ceazer leads now 6-5. That is a very tactical frame. And Ceazer clinched it. Foul break there. Scratching after opening the balls so nicely. I think reds are the balls to go for here. I tip Seif to go for a red apple here to clear in one visit. That shouldn't be too hard. 6-5 it is in favor of Ceazer. We'll see if it'll level up. Will we get to see a decider? I think so. I have a feeling we shall. He's cruising away on the reds. John Dombo says, seems like Paka is doing some great work to Jerry there. Last I checked, about 5 minutes ago, the scoreline there was 7-4 in favor of Paka. What a miss by Seif. Shakes his head. I'm equally disappointed in him. I expected a clearance, actually, quite frankly, in this frame. His reds are looking very nicely opened up, very nicely positioned. And for a player of his caliber, that miss is unforgivable. Will he be punished for it? Let's see. Yellow's looking less desirable, a lot less desirable than the reds. Oh, we had hoped to open up that yellow there. Didn't manage to, but let's see. Plan B maybe. To make a plan with that yellow. I'm interested to see how Ceazer plans on dealing with that last yellow. He was trying to make a plan now, didn't manage to. It's become a lot more difficult now. I think it's do or die as far as this frame is concerned. See if we can clear this easily. Nice cut there. But the real question is, what is he going to do with that yellow? Can he bank it to the corner pocket? At the top left? Maybe. Even so, he has to do so while making good position for the black. Ooh. That was lovely though, that was lovely. But not lovely enough. Didn't pot, didn't clear. Seif back in business. He's taken over possession of that top right corner pocket there. Seif's balls. He needs to make a plan, maybe a skill shot. There. Well done, Kasozi Joseph, winning 9-5 against Fikoti. What a miss. Free shot and a visit for Seif, who most obviously will open up the corner pocket first, then shoot away. Most likely equalize once again. It's been blow for blow, more or less. It's a counter. Still foresee that decider. This has been Ceazer's toughest match yet, as well as Seif's toughest match yet, I think. The way I see it. And it can go either way. Both have had their fair share of mistakes. But generally they're queuing pretty well. They're doing pretty well. And down to 3 reds. The reds near the bottom corner pocket. Easy enough to part by combination shot. Maybe develop the black. Push it out of the cushion a little. And yes, making it a lot easier to part. Go center. Get the cue ball to go up end of the table. Back. Nicely positioned for the last pot. Well done, Seif. Was that a drag shot? Interesting. It looks very easy, but very difficult to execute. Well done. 6-6 it is. The celebrations you hear in the background are because Paka has just knocked Jerry out his first life. Well done to Paka there. Tough luck to Jerry. Anyway, back here, meanwhile back at the range. Back to Ceazer versus Seif. And action still on, it's still any man's game. Seif needs 3, Ceazer also needs 3. It can go either way. The players have just asked for a bit of a timeout. Action will resume in 3 minutes.
Jerina Idu versus Pakanati.
Break time's over. Action resumes. A 6-6 it is here between these two. Frame number 13 out of a possible 17. It's a race to 9, remember. Free shot and a visit for Seif here. Will it be reds? Will it be yellows? Very good use of his free shot there. Yellow's looking a lot better positioned than the reds. Will he clear? Can he clear? He can, but will he? I think he needs to minimize the number of mistakes now. It's getting tense. It's crunch time as we inch closer and closer to the finish line. Oh, that was close. Okay, unfortunately, cue ball rolled a little too much as it was trying to close table. Free shot and a visit on an open table. Chance to Ceazer. He may just take advantage of that. Go for the yellows. Yes, looks like he's definitely gunning for the yellows. Table still open after that free shot. Now with his visit, he should close table. If he doesn't make a mistake, he doesn't. Table closed and he cruises on. Just 4 easy or relatively easy yellows. You can cut that a yellow at the bottom left corner pocket. You should just be careful to avoid the collision there. The traffic, the red balls on the way. Alright, good enough. But black in a less desirable position than before, but still achievable. A clearance is still doable here. And down to 3 yellows. All right, I have a feeling awesome shot loading in terms of cue ball management. To nicely position himself for black. Let's see. Ooh, lovely spin there. Well done, Ceazer. Very good shot. Very well positioned. The scorpion stings in this frame. Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa looking very amused there, very entertained, like we all are. 7-6 now. Ceazer leads in a race to 9. All other quarter-final matches are done. Just these 2 remain. Frame number 14 about to commence. I think they messed up the braking sequence actually. When they returned from their break. The last break was taken by Ceazer, and then this one now being taken by Seif. But Seif all along was breaking at all odd numbered frames, if I remember correctly. But anyway, I could be wrong. Foul break there. Free shot and visit for Ceazer. I see someone asking in the comment section, what is the result? Which guy am I giving asking? Result, Ibra versus Ian. Ibra lost 9-5 some minutes ago, 10 or so minutes ago. So Ian proceeds to the semi-final, or last four of a Life 1, which is overly a last 8 of the whole tournament. Okay, back here. Some good shooting. Careful putting. Carefully avoiding a miss here. Lovely execution there, and just like that, a red apple recorded by Ceazer, and the black is down. 8-6 it is now. Ceazer sits on the hill, needing just one, while Seif still needs a 3. It's been an exciting day. Started mid-afternoon. Tomorrow will be an all-day encounter, starting with the Life 2 matches. Today's matches end after this, when we have 4 players remaining in Life number 1, Life 1. And then tomorrow we start with the Life 2 matches, where all players get back onto the table, utilizing their second lives. Ceazer breaks and pots. Will he clear? Maybe, maybe not. He's making less mistakes than the first half of this match. Table closed, and the yellows it is for Ceazer. I like the way these top players execute their aerial shots with such ease, making it look so easy. It's not as easy as it looks. But they make it look easy. That comes from years and years of practice, hours and hours of practice. What a shot. Well, he did solve one problem, but creating another for himself. He opened up the one yellow, the one that's gunning for the bottom right corner pocket, but blocked off the part of the yellow that's gunning for the bottom left corner pocket. Maybe plan for another cannon again to open that up. Seif is looking a little tense, I think. Maybe regretting one too many mistakes that he made. Ooh, careful not to scratch. Unfortunately for Ceazer, he scratches. Unfortunately for Seif, he is back in business. A free shot at a visit. Cue ball in hand. Assessing the layout of balls. He needs to clear the side, tip him to clear. Okay, maybe he's trying to keep it a little defensive. He decided not to open up that little cluster at the bottom of the table there with the 3 reds and 1 yellow. Not to make it easy enough for Ceazer there. He's been careful enough. For good reason. It's 8-6. He cannot afford a mistake. Ceazer's sitting on the hill here. He needs to work his magic and get it right. Seif can actually clear this if he's willing to attempt. potting at the bottom there. Those the two reds closest to the rail can go to the bottom corner pocket there on the left. With the backspin, potting one, backspin, positioning for the other. All those balls can make their way to that same pocket. So well done. And just like that, he's down to the last red. Nicely done. Good cue ball movement, nicely positioned for black. And the black is down. 8-7 it is, still in favor of Ceazer. Frame number 16 in progress here. Ceazer gone a bit tactical. Thank you for all our viewers there watching online. Hope you're enjoying the spectacle here. Good organization here, good talent as well. Bamafa Maleke asking venue of the tournament. It's just outside Harare in Mount Hampton at the Life Haven. That's the venue for this tournament, the second edition of the Patriots Pool Tournament in celebration of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa's birthday. These players are going very defensive. The most defensive match I've seen. Most defensive matchup today so far that I've witnessed. Good pot there. Ceazer could try and go for that rail shot and make sure he kisses off the red while potting the yellow to open up the other yellow. Good one there, but not so good in terms of where he left his cue ball sitting now. Very difficult for him to continue on. Very difficult for him to make a pot now. And if he opens that up, it may very well be advantage to Seif. Nicely played. He didn't open it up for Seif. Left cue ball in a very difficult position for Seif, who may just go defensive again, taking the cue ball somewhere into bulk. Somewhat defensive. One good long range pot. The last 3 yellows I think are not looking too difficult. There's the one yellow that's touching onto the red that he could open up if he needs to during this pot. And just like that, it's opened up. Will this be the last visit of this match? Seif is on his feet now. His seat is too hot for him now. Unfortunately for him, Ceazer's down to the last black, which looks rather simple and may just be game down. And it's game down. Well done to Ceazer as he cruises the last 4 of the first life of the tournament. 9-7 it ends in favor of Ceazer. Tough luck to Seif.
Final result between Ceazer and Seif, Muhammed 9-7 for Ceazer. But we still have one match that is supposed to be played, which is still in the quarterfinals. That's the match between Ian and Roy. That match will be played tomorrow. That will be the first match that will be played tomorrow, so that we get a qualifier to the semi-finals. Then we will begin the live 2 matches. So tomorrow we'll be pushing the live 2 matches up to the semi-finals. Then from there we'll decide how we are going to proceed from there. So tomorrow's matches are going to start at 9 a.m. Therefore, we need to be here well on time. Thank you.
And as far as today is concerned, it's a wrap. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for your delightful company. Hope it's been awesome. Hope it's been worth your while. It's definitely been worth my while.